Jason Thomas, joined in studio by Brendan Benson. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Of course.
On this New Music Thursday. Now, maybe the casual rock and roll fan might know your name from the Raconteurs. You have a new album out called My Old Familiar Friend, and you have 2 sold-out shows tonight at Shuba's, which is why you're in town. And I was reading about the new album, and you worked with Gil Norton on this new album, sort of a bigger name producer. Had you done that before? Had you worked with
No.
a bigger name like that?
No, this is the first time. First and last. No, I'm just kidding. No. First time. And, yeah, I think I wanted that. You know, I wanted someone to come in, someone to kind of crack the whip and, you know, make the decisions I could. You know, after being in the Raconteurs, it was so nice to be able to share, you know, in the decision making and all the creative process. You know, it was great. Like, and I just couldn't bear to, you know, go back into my room and make a record again by myself. You know, which is how I've been doing it for years now. And so yeah, his name came up, and he had a reputation of being a real kind of a very strict, you know, very methodical. And
I've seen some of the bands that he's worked with, like the Pixies and Catherine Wheel and Foo Fighters. And with a producer like that, it's as much power as you want to give them. Is it like that, or are they kind of set in their ways? Like this is how
I think he was more kind of set in his ways, but at the same time, I think he was still open, you know, to you know, suggestions and stuff.
Okay.
I could make a suggestion or two once in a while.
So a native Michigander, correct?
Yeah.
Detroit. Spent a lot of years
That's
in Detroit. You live in Nashville now.
I do, yes.
And the Raconteurs, is that where you guys formed? Is that where everything started?
We formed actually in Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we soon, I think, how'd this work? I think we made the record at my house in Detroit.
Yeah.
And then Jack, I think, bought a place in Nashville, and so we all went down there to rehearse because he had a nice spread, you know, had some space to practice and stuff. So we did that just to get away and have, you know, just for a change of scene, and then we all kind of fell in love with it. I mean, you know, and at the same time I was having problems, just you know, like my neighborhood was kind of going down fast. And
Yeah.
So I wanted to get out, sell my place, and, you know.
A lot of expensive equipment in that house, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah. Right, yeah, and yeah, for sure. And I was robbed a couple times and stuff, so I thought I should get out. And so Nashville seemed like the right place.
Nice.
And sure enough, it was. I love it.
Cool. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. Seems like you're ready to play a couple of songs, so.
Sure.